Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Lucky us. That creature's corpse will serve us well.
Are you certain you can manage it? It is an awfully long shot.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things. Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle. But knowing that doesn't make it easier to choose the fray. I knew it to be so.
Ye really pushing your luck.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
That is most fortuitous.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh. Did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Aye. Tell is her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint. Always another errand to see.
I'd sooner stay out of battle were it possible.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate.
At last.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
We won't get far with naught to go on. We'd best ask around, see what we can find out.
I knew it to be so.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered. Maybe he was hoping to find something... Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people, looking for information. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Don't we have a report to make, Master? Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
This gloom has an eerie cast.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
'Twould behoove us not to fall too far behind our guide. 'Tis as you say.
Is there no getting through this door?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
'Tis as you say. We shall have to crane on next to spot our foes in a place like this.
Let us proceed with caution.
Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Surely this is a jest. All that effort for so little gain?
Ah, 'tis a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly.
Still not come. Pray, take this. Heavens know you've earned it. May have dreams.
Figured I had to thank you somehow.
Oh, there's something written here.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
What should I do?
Everyone's just tired.
Townsman.
I'm in no hurry to leave. This place is awful dull. Don't complain. If that is
Master, it would be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Our soldiers need better training.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Always sets me to think of this place.
My sword arm could use some work.
Growling.
Couple come
Time for an early supper.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
So tired. I'd kick just about anywhere. Sometimes I wonder if I'm part of this world.
Could use a rest. Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
Would that all my days. Would that such peace reigned eternal. My sword arm could use some work.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
Would that all my days were such. I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it's possible.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield. Monsters range nearer than ere they dared before.
Would that all my days. My sword arm could use some work.
Or seem to.
Badly while away an afternoon here.
You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brancer. Tell me, is he faring well? 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late Consul's Guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to Her Grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems.
Mindless labor is for mindless men. Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
Off to market I go.
I dare say you do not belong here.
What's delightful breeze.
Really now? I'd sooner stay out of battle. What must needs be done?
New and old.
Would that all my
Well,
days
this is no
were
good.
so tranquil.
Can't let myself get distracted.
Suppose I ought to earn my
Perhaps I ought
would
to learn
that
a
all
new
my
skill.
days were so tranquil.
Raven never comes in my pocket.
only be honed on the battlefield.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I must be vigilant. The town... People depend on me.
Seems my feet always
I'm sure I can handle this.
Complain, mind.
Whoever's my replacement seems like boot up the arse.
Oh, lovely. I'll have to remember this place.
Silence. This place is just dull.
Don't complain, mind.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
If you see aught untoward,
We've naught to discuss.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness.
All my peers seem so much more wood than all my days.
Dare say I could forget.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
Mayhap I'll come back.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Naught to look forward to on the long day of work.
Always not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Herald comes out from a moment's
About
caution.
time I taught that dullard a lesson.
Quiet at last.
Good to see you, Master.
Such quietude is a blessing.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
The rules at your neck.
Oh dear.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
What should I do?
Anything's better. Yes. Even great.
My magics are at your disposal.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
So tight. I kid just about anywhere.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Now to lie in it.
What should I do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were. Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhaps silver ore will serve? We can purchase it or mine it up ourselves.
'Tis as you say.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you found any? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the Gracious Hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them. Even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
That's just what I was thinking.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Bones can't keep up.
You!
it should be. Okay, well, then
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
A resounding success!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
Nothing compares to the excitement of embarking on a new adventure.
We're off to Vernworth Palace.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I put...
This isn't much to go.
Somehow my feet always carry me here.
Subscribe. When does my watch end?
Can't remember the last time my raised like
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
Lonely place.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Do you know how long you'll be?
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, pray be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
Time to sleep. What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
You're really pushing your luck.
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Could use a little fun to brighten my day.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of... You'll not believe the journey I've had. It's an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway?
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure. But I cannot deny it gave me a sense of hope. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies at last. And indeed, we have our sovereign. Though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds. Still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime. Ah, I could weep for joy.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along. Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say. I'm not sure who gave the orders, but...